So this is a part of the code where we'd end up setting up the camp. So Samantha Samuels would input each session, as in Hawaiian, rock stars, Ninja Warriors, Willy Wonka, Hollywood, Legos, Cops and Robbers, Shark Tank, and S'mores for the 9 sessions. And then it's going to ask her to put in the minimum and maximum ages for each cabin. So this is basically when they're created. So the first one is not 7 and 8. Second one's 9 and 10. Third one's 11 and 12. Fourth one is 13, 14. Fifth one is 15 and 16. And the sixth one is 17 and 18. And it prints out here the sessions 2 schedule, which is Rockstars, for cabin 2 and 5.
A parent, Leva Davis, will log into her existing account. She can browse through a list of different camps or themes for the camps, and she likes the Ninja Warriors one, so she can pick that one and sign up her 2 children. It will prompt her for their names and their age, and as you can see, that one of her childs was already signed up, so he's already in the system. She won't have to worry about doing that.
Okay, so Lavea is now going to go through the process of adding the younger daughter, Daisy Boo Davis, to the account. Her allergies: Daisy Boo is allergic to pine nuts and sunflowers. So she inputs that. Then it's going to prompt for medical instructions. She's to take 5 milliliters of Zyrtec at breakfast daily. And after that is going to prompt for contact title. It's just going to be the same as her mother's contact information. Vea's contact information. Let me see. Yeah. And you're gonna have to add Neil Davis and Granddad Buzz Davis as emergency contacts, along with their information. And then you're also going to have to add her pediatrician. It's Palmetto Pediatrics, Dr. Megan Martin, with the phone number 803-455-6767. That's a total of 3 emergency contacts. Then after that, this is going to be a female. And you gotta enter her birthday as well. As well as the address.
Okay, existing user Kix Gonzalez logs on to the system, inputting his username and password. he is getting for Ninja Warrior Week. So he prints out his roster, vital information, and a weekly schedule, which gets inputted into the text files. Here in the weekly schedule, you can see each of the days and their special themes. And then in the vital info, you can see each of the campers' names, their doctors, any medicine they take, and their emergency contacts. And in the camper list, you can see all of the campers.
Okay, so basically everything in our system here starts with the data reader and the data constants over here. So they read in from our JSON files, and from them reading in, they go to the cabin list and the user list, because they read in the users and the cabins. Basically what our UI does, it gives the users all the options they need. So say if a camp director logs in, it gives them certain options versus like a guardian or a counselor. And all those methods that they call from the UI are here in the camp facade. Say if you were going to create a schedule, that's where you would call it from. And our cabin list here holds all of our cabins. That is where they are actually created. And each cabin has a random schedule, which is here, connected to the cabin list. And they also have random activities. Well, the activities are actually set, but they call them randomly into the schedule. Then our user list connects to our users here, which have 3 different types of guardian, counselor, and camp director, because that are the 3 kinds of people that need to log in. And counselors have emergency contacts along with campers, and guardians have campers because that's who they're signing up to go to the camp.
Here in our UML, we have the UI, which is like the backbone of our program. The UI is where the user logs in, where users can create accounts, and where the whole bulk of the program runs from. First, we start in the main method, and we run the start, which is welcome to our camp. Then we say show options. Which then shows the main menu, which basically asks, do you want to log in, create an account, or exit the camp system? And if you already have an account created, then you would log in. It would ask you to enter your username and then your password. And then from there it would log you in and then show options based on what type you are, whether you're a guardian, counselor, or camp director. And if you look back at the UML, the guardian, counselor, and camp director are from the class, the static class user, which is a common design pattern that we've used. For example, if you're logged in as the counselor, you can choose to view your schedule, view the roster, or view vital information or exit. And then it will go to the camp system facade, depending on what you chose, and then call the method to view the schedule, view roster, view vital information. And then we come over to the facade, and the facade will do things like allow counselors to view schedule, output all the information about cabins. It'll allow you to view campers, Guardians will be able to add campers, view vital information for the counselor, view roster for the counselor. Pretty much anything that any user might need to do would be in the camp system facade. And we ask what they want to do through the different options when they're logged in.